Welcome to another video from UA code 127.0.0.1. Students, hope so you are good and doing well in your life. Today I come to you with my new CTF and this is the Nmap basic port scan. This is the part of junior penetration tester. Before start my lecture, I would like to say you kindly subscribe my channel and press the bell icon to get the notification of all my upcoming lectures. Okay, I have already opened the target machine and my attacking machine is also running. I should start from the task 1. So this room is the second in the Nmap series. These all rooms are related to the Nmap. So students, I recommend you that if you don't know about the Nmap, definitely you should cover all these topics, all these rooms in order to clear your concept. Previously, in previous room, all these topics are covered. How you can actually enumerate your target, how you discover the live host on a network, how you perform reverse DNS lookup. Okay, in this room, you are going to learn about TCP Connect port scan, TCP SYN port scan and UDP port scan. Okay, let's jump to the task 2 that is related to the TCP and UDP port. In the same sense that an IP address specify a host on a network, basically on a network you can identify any host by its IP address. Similarly, TCP port and UDP port is used to identify a network service running on that host. These two ports are actually used to specify a network service. Okay, guys, at the risk of oversimplification, we can classify ports in two states. One is open port, indicate that there is some service listening on that port. If port is open, it means some services are running on that port. If port is closed, it means that no service actually are listening on that port. Okay, but students, Nmap consider the 6 states of any port, that is open, closed, filtered, unfiltered, open filtered and closed filtered. Nmap considered all these states of a port. Okay, when you go through all the Nmap room, definitely all the states of these ports will clear you. It's time to solve the answer of these question. The first question is that which service uses UDP port 53 by default. Basically guys, the port that 53 is actually reserved for DNS. You can Google about this question. This is a generic type of question. If you Google about this, if I typed here 53 port is used for and hit enter. See here, basically this port is used for DNS and used for zone transfer. So the answer of this question is DNS. The next question is that which service uses TCP port 22 by default. Basically guys, 22 is actually used for SSH services. Okay, you can Google about it. If I typed here 22 port service, you can see the service that is actually reserved for 22 port is SSH. You can remotely connect your target machine by using this port, that is 22. How many port states does Nmap consider? You can see Nmap consider 6 states of any port. So the answer is 6. Which port state is most interesting to discover as a penetester? Being a penetester, if the port state is open, then this is most interesting thing for a penetester. So the answer of this question is open. Let's jump to the task 3, that is TCP flag. Okay guys, here some TCP flag scenario are present to me. You should read all these in thoroughly for your concept, and you can see TCP header flags are this one, that is urgent. Urgent flag indicates that the urgent point field is significant, and the next flag is acknowledgement. Acknowledgement flag indicates that the package is delivered successfully, and the next is push. Push flag asking TCP to pass the data to application promptly, and reset flag indicate that if the packet is not received successfully, then the receiver send a reset packet to the client again. SYN packet actually used to establish a connection between a client and a server, and FIN packet indicates that there is no more data to send. So guys, basically all these are the flags of TCP header. You should have knowledge about all these flags. Okay guys, what 3 letter represent the reset flag? Here you can see the reset flag is represented by RST. Which flag needs to be set when you initiate a TCP connection? Guys, if you want to start a TCP connection between victim and client, then SYN flag, TCP SYN flag will be used. Basically, first packet of TCP three-way handshake. It's also called three-way handshake. Let's jump to the task 4 that is related to the TCP connect scan. It's time to show you some practical. Your machine should be start, and here you can see a three-way handshake picture is present to me. Okay guys, basically if I talked about this picture, first of all, if the let's try to understand this picture. I'm going to open this software and let's see if here the PC is present, that is PC1. Okay, now if second PC is present here, that is called PC2. Okay guys, basically if first I should take here pencil, and now first the PC1 send here a SYN packet to the PC2. Here his PC1 will be send the SYN packet. Okay, now this packet will be delivered to PC2. PC2 again send back a message to the PC1, that is it send back a message to the PC1, that is called SYN plus acknowledge. Okay, now PC1 received this packet, that is called SYN acknowledgement. Now PC1 again send a package to the PC2. PC1 again send a packet to the PC2. That packet is called acknowledge. Okay guys, basically this is called three-way handshake, and this is actually used when a client send a request to the server, and then server will definitely fulfill the required request of that client. This is called TCP three-way handshake method. Okay guys, now it's time to show some practical. Launch the attack box and use this command. Let me show you. If I move to my terminal and paste this command here and hit enter, the question is that which port number was closed in the scan above but is now open on this target VM. Okay, here you can see a picture is present here, and some ports are open, that is port 22 open, port 25, 80, 111 and 143. Now let's see when I run this nmap command, what is the result of this. See here, now the result is present to me. A new port is show here, that is 110, and the service that is running on this port is POP3. The question is that which port number was closed in the scan above but is now open on the target machine. You can see port 110 is not present here, but when I perform scan, now 110 is open here. It means the answer of this question is 110. Next question is that what nmap guess about the newly installed service. The service that is actually running on this port is POP3. So the answer is POP3. Let's jump to the task 5, TCP SYN scan. Okay, I should terminate my previously open machine. I should terminate this machine and click on this machine that is related to the task 4. Okay, I think I'm again starting this machine. So I should start this machine that is related to the task 5. Just wait. Okay, meanwhile I'm going to read some theory that is related to the task 5. Unprivileged users are limited to connect scan. However, the default scan mode is SYN scan. This is remember that the default scan mode is SYN scan, and it is requires a privileged root or a root user to run it. SYN scan does not need to complete the TCP with three-way handshake. Instead, it tears down the connection once it receives a response from the server. Okay guys, basically there is no three-way handshake in SYN scan. Okay, you can use this switch for SYN scan. The figure below show how the TCP SYN scan works without completing the three-way handshake. Here you can see the Sender send a SYN package to the server, and then server send back SYN acknowledgement packet to the sender again. Now students, the sender again reset packet to the server in order to state that actually I don't receive the packet correctly. And now reset packet means that the port is open. The following screenshot from the Wireshark show a TCP SYN scan. The behavior in case of closed TCP port is similar to that TCP connect scan. Okay, I will move to the Kali Linux, and if I typed here TCP SYN scan by using this command and press enter, the question is that launch the VM. Some new service software has been installed since the last time we scan it on the attack box. Use the terminal to execute. What is the new open port? Okay guys, basically here you can see the new open port that I received is this one, 6667, and the service is running on this port is IRC. What is the Nmap guess of the service name? The service name is this one. Okay guys, you can actually captured your packet traffic in Wireshark. Right now Wireshark is not open here. If I typed Wireshark and click enter, it's going to start. You can actually analyze the packet traffic in Wireshark. Okay, it's going to start. You should select here the interface name, and here you can see all the traffic is captured here. Some source IP is the 10.10.179.21, and the destination is this one. So guys, here you can use different switches. If I typed here IP address something like that, this one, and click on this icon in order to use this switch. Right now no result is show against this IP address. You can also used here many filters, and you can either clear this filter by pressing on this icon. Right now you can see some SYN acknowledgement packets are received here, and this is the way how you can actually capture your traffic in Wireshark. Right now I'm going to quit from Wireshark. This is lecture is not related to the Wireshark, so I'm not going in depth. I will make another lecture related to the Wireshark. Till that you have to wait for Wireshark. I should close the Wireshark. Okay, so let's jump to the task 6. I should terminate the machine of task 5 as I successfully solved this task. So I should turn on the machine of task 6, that is related to the UDP. Okay guys, UDP is a connectionless protocol. If I talked about the TCP is a connection oriented protocol. Mean to say, TCP bothered about each packet from sender to receiver, but UDP do not bothered about each packet. Mean to say, if any packet discard, then UDP do not concerned about that why this packet is not delivered to the receiver or not. So this is a connectionless protocol, and then it does not require any handshake for connection establishment. See here, it does not need any three-way handshake like TCP. Okay, we cannot guarantee that a service listening on a UDP port would respond to our packet. See here, as this is a connectionless protocol, so we do not guarantee that a service listening on a UDP port would respond to our packet. Some picture is present to me. You can perform UDP scan in this way. Okay guys, a picture is present here against the target machine. I'm going to copy this command here and move to my terminal in order to perform UDP scan and hit enter. Okay, I should specify here the machine IP, that is, okay, machine is not show to me. I'm going to refresh my page. Okay, the IP is present to me. I am going to simply copy the IP address from here, then move to the terminal and paste it here. See here, now Nmap start UDP scan against this target machine. It show me one by one result. You can see scanning port 1 and some ARP request is present to me. Currently it's discovered port 53 is open, and some services are also running on it. Okay, now a new service has been installed since the last scan. What is the UDP port that is now open? See here, the UDP port that is now open is this one, 53. 111 is also open, but as you can see, 11 is also shown to me. The question is that what is the UDP port that is now open? This is the before result. Now you can see the new port that is open for UDP is 53. You can either check one by one all these ports. When I put the 53, the answer is correct one. The answer is submitted successfully. What is the service name according to the Nmap? Basically, guys, service name is called domain. What is the service name according to the Nmap? Okay, guys, here you can see the service that is running on this port is domain. See? Okay, let's jump to the task 7, that is fine tuning scope and performance. This is related to the performance of Nmap. You can specify the ports you want to scan instead of default 1000 port. Guys, if I talked about the default port scan of Nmap basically scan 1000 ports by default. If you do not specify some range or some specific port, if I typed here Nmap, and then now if I typed my victim IP, that is this one, that is this one. If I typed here Nmap and hit enter, now it's mean Nmap perform by Nmap scan by default 1000 port. Now students, if I typed here, okay, I should refresh the page. If I typed here Nmap and then hyphen P8200 and my IP address, that is this one, and entered. Now it's mean that Nmap will scan between these ports, that is 8200. If you did not specify here any switch, it's mean Nmap by default scan 1000 ports. Okay, you can actually scan multiple ports at one time by using this switch. If I typed here Nmap and then here if I typed some specific port, my screen is stuck too much, so sorry for that. If I typed here port 22, 80, 53, you can either specify any ports by separating each port by a comma sign and press enter. Okay, my IP address is not correct. I should correct the IP address, that is 10.10, and press enter. It's mean now Nmap performs scanning against these three ports only. Mean to say you can specify ports number by separating each port by comma. Okay, you can give a range of any port. As you can see, when I use this command, it's mean I specify the range of port between 80 to 100. Okay, guys. The total ports are the number of total ports are this one, that is 65,535. Okay, if you want to perform a full port scan, then you can use this switch. You can type here Nmap and then now I typed -p-. This switch mean that Nmap perform full port scan, that is all ports all ports of target machine will be scanned. If I press enter, it will take a lot of time as Nmap perform a full port scan. So definitely if many services are running off any target machine, then it will take a lot of time. Right now it display me result very quickly, but sometime it take a lot of scan in full port scan. You can control the scan timing using these switches between T0 to T5. Okay, that is hyphen T0 is the lowest paranoid, while hyphen T5 is the fastest. Okay guys, you can either specify here the speed by using these speech. If I typed here hyphen T0, it's mean I want to perform a very slow scan. This switch is actually used if you want to bypass the firewall, and you can also use the hyphen T2, T1 or T3. You can see here T1, T0, T3 and T4 as well. Okay, alternatively you can choose to control the packet rate using this one. You can use these switches in order to control the packet rate. Here you can see hyphen minimum rate and then the number of packets. Let me show you. Okay, I'm going to quit from here, and if I type nmap hyphen minimum, and then here if I specify hyphen rate, and the packet rate is 10, and then my victim IP, that is this one. I'm going to copy this from here, paste the IP and hit enter. Now the minimum packet rate is 10. You can change the number of packets 10 to 5, 8 as you like. Okay, you can also control probing parallelization using these parameters. These parameters are used to control probing parallelization, that is minimum, maximum. Okay, it's time to solve the question. The first question is that what is the option to scan all the TCP ports between this range? Okay guys, as I told you earlier, you can specify the port range in nmap. If I typed here nmap hyphen p and your initial port number is 5000, that is 5000, and then you should use here 2 and then 5500 and then target IP address. So the answer of this question is hyphen p 5000 to 5500. Okay guys, the next question is that how can you ensure that nmap will run at least 64 probes in parallel? As you can see, you can control probing parallelization by using these parameters. If you want to ensure at least, so for this you can use minimize parallelize. Here you can see hyphen min parallelism equal to the number of probes, that is 64. So the answer of this, if here you want to check the maximum probes, so definitely here the switch will become hyphen max parallelism equal to 64. The next question is that what option would you add to nmap very slow and paranoid? Here you can see hyphen t 0 is the slowest and paranoid. Next task is task 7. Task 8, and this is the summary. In this room, students, you covered about the TCP connect scan by using this method, TCP SYN scan, that is called also stealth scan, TCP UDP scan, that is performed by using hyphen SU switch, and some scan types are present here. If you want to perform all scan port, then you can use this switch. If you want to scan perform between some ports, you can use this switch. Hyphen F switch will use to scan 10 most common ports. Hyphen R port switch will be used to scan ports in consecutive order. So this is all about this ROM, that is nmap basic port scan. Hope so you did enjoy this lecture, and definitely you will do practice about it. I will come to you with my new CTF. Till then, Allah Hafiz and take care.